welcome. What is going on? We're here for free live tarot readings, and we forgot to turn out the top light, and now it's overexposed. There we go. That is much better. That is a superior lighting experience. I'm just saying, where you don't have all of the extra light. Wolf, what is going on? Michelle, hello. Preeti, Nomad, Dristi, Dr. Swati, and Hootie. What is going on? Brave Scott, hello. What is happening? CM, I miss your animated cartoon with a castle background. I mean, it's on the list. It is on the list. So we got 5 different intros, and so far I just pick it random, you know? I pick it random. I did not like that song that just played, so we're going to delete that one. Try again. Oh, it's locked. Great. Yeah, let's get rid of that song. It's too many good songs. Too many thousands of good songs to choose from to hear that one again. All right. Who am I going to date? Okay. All right, a Hootie. Who's going to date a Hootie? Somebody, hopefully, that's nice. Hopefully get somebody that's nice. You don't want the mean people. Mean people stink. So you need the nice ones. You need that pleasant person that's you know, that likes you and that loves to see you and all of that. Nomad, thank you for your donation. Let me know what your question is. All right. You know, let's see. How many decks do you have? 60-ish. 60. I would say 60, 62, 63 probably. Anyway, so who are you going to date? Who are you going to date? Straight out of the box, we go with the Waterfall Tarot. In case you wonder what this is, it's the Waterfall Tarot. That's what it is. I mean, that's what it is. It's the Waterfall Tarot, because that's what we do here, is we promote our own art. We gotta, you know, you got to promote your own art. So that's what we do. The Waterfall Tarot. Who you gonna date? I say bobblehead. Thank you for your donation. Appreciate it. You know, as far as who you're gonna date, Nomad Trees wants to know who they're gonna date. All right, everybody wants to know who they're gonna. It's a who are we gonna date? Who are we gonna date morning is what it is. So, Ace of Swords, they're gonna be communicative, right? It's gonna be somebody that knows how to talk to you and knows how to explain things and how to make you comfortable. You know, you got to make yourself comfortable. You got to be pretty cool with that stuff. So I think it's going to be someone like that. Knows how to communicate, knows how to communicate on your level to where you're comfortable with it and it makes sense. They're not going to talk gibberish or nonsense to you. The Ten of Cups as well says you're going to date someone that's going to be producing good feelings. They're not going to be one of these really depressing people where, you know, you talk to them and then you hate talking to them after like 3 minutes. You don't want those people. You want somebody exciting, somebody exhilarating, somebody that really gets you going. And the Ten of Cups says they bring the good feelings. They bring the good news. Somebody who controls the room, right? 7 of Pentacles as well. It says somebody is going to be very investing in your future. So they don't waste a lot of time. Raina, what is going on? Michelle, welcome. And Zara, welcome as well. So 7 of Pentacles says that, you know, they invest in the future, whether it be getting a good job and using that money to their advantage, you know, giving you good feelings, good feedback, giving you some plans, making long-term plans type thing as well. But the King of Swords says they're also a bit domineering as well. They're a bit domineering as well. It may not be a good thing there, but there you go. All right, and you know, we got another, we can just copy paste this and just say Nomad Trees. Who am I going to date? Nomad Trees. Who am I going to date? All right, well, let's see again. It's a who we going to date morning. Who we going to date? We're going to date the cards. We're going to date the cat cards. The Grimal Cantera. All right. Let's see about that. See the characteristics. Everybody wants to know the character. Who am I going to date? I'll just, you don't need to change the title. You just change the person that asked the question. That makes everything simple. It makes everything simple. Who are we going to date? Somebody who's really, the characteristics is somebody who's really not that interested in romance, I mean, they're not that big on the romance. I think that they're more practical. They're going to be more approachable. They're going to come at it from a logical insight or from a logical perspective. The Knight of Cups reverse says, I'm not that romantic. I'm not that romantic. Maybe this is not an important thing for me. Maybe the whole holding the door open, maybe the entire, buying flowers and chocolate is just not on my list. I'm more of a practical person where I want to get real results. I want to be practical about things, and that's how I want to approach it, and that's sort of where we're at. Now, the Two of Pentacles says they're not very indecisive as well. They like to go for the gold. They know what they want. They know how to get it. They know how to take those shortcuts, and that's going to be nice. You want someone that knows the shortcuts to life, and I think this person does, right? The Two of Pentacles, choices reversed. I know the choices. I don't have to sit around and think for a long period of time. I know where I'm going, and I know how to get there. And then the Two of Cups as well says that, it's all about relationship is nice. It's a stability factor. It's all about that good stuff. But at the end of the day, the relationship is just something that's there. It's not something I want to put a lot of work into. It's not something that I need to just dedicate half my life to. It's just something that I can rely on, that I can relax, and it's just there for me at the end of the day. So I think that's sort of, where we're at on that. Where we're at on that, nomad. They're not a romantic nomad. They're not the romantic bobblehead. Will A come back and reconcile? We have a reconcile thing. No, they're not looking for a fling. They're just not, they're more of a logical, I'm going to approach this from a logical perspective rather than a romantic perspective thing. All right. Will A come back and reconcile? BH wants to know. Melissa, thank you for your donation. I appreciate it. Melissa, let me know what your question is, and I will get that on the queue there. In the meantime, we'll use the Monstera. Early on the mountain. Lisa, it is indeed early in the mountains. All right, let's see. The Monstera. Is A coming back? Did they ditch us for good? Did they leave for good? Let's see about that. Melissa, we'll get you a general thanks again. All right. Will they reconcile the moon? The Two of Pentacles, the seven? I don't think so. I'm going to say no. They're not going to come back and reconcile. The moon says that they like where they're at now. They like the new person. They like the new lifestyle. They appreciate the lifestyle. They need to, they need to stay where they're at. They like where they're doing. They like where they're going. The Page of Pentacles says they just got started on another relationship. It's something where they're trying to get some stability there. They're trying to get things going. They want to get rocking on this new relationship. But if they call you, then that's going to really make it weird. It's going to be awkward. You don't want awkward. They want stability. Page of Pentacles says, let's stick with the new stuff. Let's not go back quite yet. The Seven of Swords, though, says they do contact you, because I don't think the relationship they're starting is going to last forever. It's going to probably die off in a few months. And the Seven of Swords says they may be coming back and, hitting you up and saying, hey, how you doing? Two of Pentacles says that during that time, I think you're going to have something else going yourself. So you got to have the choice. The Two of Pentacles. Do I ditch the person that I'm working on that we have something going and go back to the ex. They didn't come back to me when they had something going. I got to make a choice here. So I think it's going to be an awkward situation. Very awkward situation where you both have other relationships, you both have other action going, and do you really want to mess the whole thing up? And it goes for both of you, apparently. Dr. Sword, thank you for your donation. See if your knee is going to recover there. MTTC wants to know. A general. Bobblehead, no, it doesn't look good, Bobblehead. You can watch the video. If you missed the reading, the video will be up about 2 hours after we end. All right. Let's see what the slow tarot. Now, these are oil paintings. I'm doing oil paintings right now. So we'll see how that works out. Hopefully, the oil paintings don't look half bad. But we'll see again. Your darn knee I hate it when the knee just craps out on you. The knee, the shoulder, it's always something. That's the benefit of that. All right. So, a general for the next week. It's all about getting out. You need to get out and do stuff. Getting out and doing stuff for the next week is going to be important for you. It's going to be important. The Four of Wands being reversed. The home card. Sit at home, binging on that Netflix series that you've been looking at is not going to be long-term useful for you. It's not going to be long-term useful for you, especially next week. Next week is about getting out and sort of fixing the Five of Cups moment. I think it's about reconnecting with people, finding people that you love, finding people that you're passionate about, finding some new friends, getting out, finding finding people and, getting into that mode. And that's going to be important next week for you as far as getting out and making new connections. And then the Page of Cups says some of them are going to be kind of awkward, I think that you do enjoy maybe sitting around relaxing. But next week, it's all about getting out, assuming you're not on lockdown. It's all about getting out and all of that. So, the Page of Cups says a Page of Cups is an introvert by nature. It doesn't really like being around people, large crowds, large gatherings sometimes. Sometimes you just don't want to do that. But at the end of the day, I think that might be beneficial for you. All right. And the Lover says it's not really all about getting a new relationship or getting some love. It's about just making a connection, making new connections. It could be work connections. It could be personal, but it is about getting out and doing that. That's going to sort of be critical for next week. So there you go. Sort of get out of the house, wander around, see what people we can find to hang out with and all of that. Nomad, thank you for your donation. Let me know what your new question is. All right. We're going to have a knee recovery or not. Doctor, a knee recovery. Doctor. Now, entertainment purposes only. Of course. Entertainment purposes only. This is not medical advice. This is just a general reading dedicated to your knee. It's dedicated to your knee. Last night, I had a reading for the veins in my hand, for entertainment purposes. It's not like I'm giving the veins in my hand some medical advice. I'm just doing a general for the knee. So knee general. Knight of Swords says that you're going to be stuck there for a little bit. Darcy, happy Sunday to you too. Michelle M, Lil B, and Lady, and Christina. Welcome, everybody. How are you doing this morning? All right, the Knight of Swords is a movement card. It's all about movement. It's all about rapid movement. And I think you're sort of stuck there. I think you're stuck in this situation a little bit. So not really going to be something where you're going to recover overnight. It's going to be there for a little while. It's going to be slow going for a bit. Knight of Swords, that immobile action we have from that reversed very happy movement card. Now, the Page of Swords says that Mallory, thank you for your donation. I appreciate it. The Page of Swords does say that it's all about getting the recovery mode and adjusting to this new lifestyle. So there you go. Is the reading almost over? Kodak, we have 2 in queue, and then you could be next. So there is the queue, by the way. We are currently on Doctor, and we got Mallory and Trees, and then we're free. So the Page of Swords is all about the spy, or adjusting to stuff, or figuring stuff out, learning to adjust. I think that's where you're at. You got to learn to adjust to this problem, since it's not going to be over quick. It's not going to be over quick. You're going to have to adjust to it and figure out what lifestyle changes you need to make to get it done. That's going to help you a lot, instead of just, being woe is me. I'm not doing good. Adjust to it and figure out how you're going to fix that. Now, the Moon says you do get a recovery, but again, it's slow going. The Moon reverse, the cycles reverse. You're not able to get into the cycles that you want. You're not able to get into the stuff. Denise, what is going on? You're not able to get into the stuff you want to do, but again, making the adjustment helps. And the Ten of Swords says it doesn't last forever. You will recover. You will recover. It's slow going. Take it easy on the knee. Obviously, check with your doctor, make sure that everything is healing okay. But the Ten of Swords is a cutting card where everything stops. And that being reversed says you're going to get going again. You're not at a total stoppage for the knee. So yeah, you're going to recover. But it's more important to make that recovery a good experience rather than just being completely miserable for the entire time. All right. NT wants to know. It's not been... What's up with Scott? Scott's no-showed. Scott no-showed. Nothing says Scott quite like the Thoth Tarot. And a sip of water. We need to figure out why Scott's been no-showing. What happened to Scott? Is Scott just sick? Did Scott find another job? Is Scott in a ditch somewhere? We need to know these things. Wolfie, what is going on? How are you doing? Scott is not in a ditch. Good news. Good news. Scott is not in a ditch somewhere waiting to be found by the authorities. Scott found something else, basically, yeah. Scott found another job. So, Scott's out of there. He's gone. The Moon. The Moon is all about the cycles. Kodok, thank you for your donation. Kodok, let me know what your question is. So, it's about new cycles now. New cycles. You got to have some new cycles, and that's what Scott found. Scott left. Come on. Darcy, thank you for your donation. Scott left. Scott's gone. Scott's out of there. Scott found a place that's a startup company or someplace that's new. And that, and that is going to be important to you. That's going to be important to you because Scott ain't coming back. So yeah, Scott found something else. Found this new land that is fertile, that has not yet been harvested, right? It's all about that new land. It's barren, and we have to populate it. And Scott went to the startup company. Scott's having a good time, too. A good time. You're not going to get Scott to come back. I don't think you're not going to get Scott to come back at all. Justice says that they're going to try to court him back, maybe, but... I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry, but Scott ain't coming back. You might have been in love. But not anymore. Mallory, the Tower. What is the Tower telling me? Somebody wants to send me a message. On Instagram. What do you want, Mr. Person, going to send me a message? Apparently you don't want anything because Instagram's not going to open. I was wondering if I could get a free reading. Well, why don't you come on stream? Why don't you come on the stream? Okay. All right. It's a tower spam. What is going to happen with the tower spam? Let's get something that we've never had the tower. I can't remember the last time I've ever had the tower with the Light Seers Tarot. There we go. What are we going to do? There's a Scott in chat. Scott in chat. Are you the Scott of Nomad Trees? Scott, we need to know. We need to know, Scott. Are you the same Scott? Nomad Trees, is that Scott? Is that your Scott? Nomad, you need to let us know. We need to know, Scott. If Scott in chat is the Scott that you're thinking of. All right. Norman, thank you for hanging out with us. I appreciate you. Hopeful Freedom, welcome. I hope you're enjoying the stream. How you doing? So the Ten of Wands says the tower means that you are about to hit something that you don't like. Kit, welcome. What is going on? The Ten of Wands is all about encumbrance or adding stuff that's too much. And I think that's your tower moment. You're trying to get something done. You're overreaching. You're overreaching a bit. And, you know, that is going to be a bit too much. So the tower says we've overreached. We reached out to grab something and it was way too heavy. It's like buying a 75-inch TV and attempting to set it up yourself. It's not going to go well. We overreached. The Ten of Wands, we did it. We're too encumbered and we're having a problem with that. The Emperor says it's time to take control of the situation. If that means that you bought that 75-inch TV, maybe you need to call somebody to come help you. The Emperor says it's time to take control and to get that done. So that's sort of where we're at, right? Norman reading. Thank you for the Norman reading there. Sunflower Tarot, appreciate you. But the Emperor says you need to take control of the situation. Whoever's controlling it now is doing a crappy job. You need to take power. You need to take control. The Hierophant says that you're not really taking it seriously as well. And the Hierophant indicates, maybe this is a moment that I need to take this a bit more seriously because it may be blown up into something that's out of my control. You don't want to be there. You don't want to be there. You want control of it, which says the Emperor. Take it seriously and take command of the situation. And the Knight of Pentacles says it's just starting. If you think it's going to be over soon, you're wrong. It's just starting. It's just warming up. And that's going to be where you're at. That's going to be where you're at. Lillian, thank you for your donation as well. You know, that's where we're going to be at. Sunflower, what is Norman's question? Let me know Norman's question. I appreciate you. All right. Now we go back to Nomad Trees. And we're going to do it again. We're going to do another we're going to do a Kodak. We're going to do a Kodak. Rebecca, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. Nomad, we did your other thing, didn't we? I think we did. Nomad, let me know we did the other thing. All right. How he sees this relationship. How does he see this relationship? Are they taking that relationship seriously? Are they just relaxing? Are they just taking it easy? Are they taking a vacation? Taking a little vacation? I don't know. So Scott is not the Scott. We've determined that. It's good to know. Sometimes you need that bonus information. The bonus information to see if the Scott could be the Scott, because that could save you a lot of time. That could save you a lot of time. It could indeed. Darcy, you are next. By the way, this is the cue. This is the cue. We're on Mallory. No, we're on Kodak. And then we're on you, Darcy. and then Sunflower, Lillian, Rebecca, and I'm not sure if I did Nomad's other question. All right, so how do they see this relationship? The Hanged Man, I think that they see it, as an opportunity. I think they see it as an opportunity. Now, that's going to be totally different than how do they see this relationship. They see it as a romance, or they see it as something long-term. It's almost like that they see it as like almost like a business relationship, or a relationship to where they have opportunities to do other things. So they see you as almost like a stepping stone into something different. Stepping stone into something different. The Hanged Man, again, they don't see it like you see it. We have a very different opinion. We have a very varied outlook on this relationship. In particular, emphasized by the Hermit. The Hermit sort of says that they really didn't want a relationship right now. Entertainment purposes only, by the way. They really didn't want this type of relationship right now. Maybe they weren't ready for it. It doesn't mean they're not willing to stay. It just means that it was kind of unexpected. You know, it's a good thing sometimes. It's unexpected. Maybe I'm not prepared for this love, and then I get love anyway. And it's fun. You know, it's like sometimes I don't want to paint. But I'll put the canvas out there. I'll put the paints on the palette. And the next day I'm like, these paints are going to dry up. I need to do something. I'm wasting money. So I'll paint. I forced myself to paint. And then, of course, when I'm painting, I love it. You know what I'm saying? But I just had to get started on it. I think it's one of those situations. They weren't quite prepared for it, but they got into it. And they like it. They like it a lot. It's kind of fun. So the Ace of Coins says that they do see the relationship as a new beginning, or an exciting beginning, something that is going to be sort of a relationship, something that's going to last, something that's going to be stable. That's how they see it. So that's good news. But the Knight of Wands as well says over time, they definitely need to adjust to it. It's not a freebie. It's not something where there's no work needed. There is work here. There's work required. And they need to get that work done. And they're going to need your assistance with that, your assistance with sort of, where do we go from here? But yeah, it was an unexpected thing that they got into, and they're like, ooh, I kind of like that. Now that the paints are on the palette, and now that I'm painting, I kind of like this. It's not bad. All right, Norman's next. I don't even know what Norman's question was. Norman, what was your question? I'm going to have to scroll all over the place. I found it. Is there a future? All right. Is there a future? We got it. We got it. Nomad Trees, thank you for your other donation. And Elena, thank you for your donation. What's my story? What's my story, Morning Glory? While we're on Chiro, let's stick with Chiro. We might have a nothing but Chiro day today. A nothing but Chiro day today. Darcy, you forgot me. Darcy, your name is on the screen. Darcy, I know I didn't forget you. Do you know why? Because your name is right there. It says Darcy. Darcy. All right. Let's see. Nomad, what is your new question? Marilyn Monroe, it could be. What is your story? Well, the Empress says that I think you got a good story. I think you have a good story. All right. I got so many questions. I need to start pasting them. Okay. The Empress says you have a good story right now. I think that you're pretty comfortable with yourself. I think you're pretty comfortable as far as life goes. I think you're in a better situation than you actually are thinking you're in. I think you're in a good situation. Empress is pretty comfortable. The Empress doesn't mess around. The Empress likes where she's at. She loves herself. She's comfortable in her own skin. And that's hard to get these days, especially with COVID, all the riots, all the drama. There's nothing but terrible things all over the place. It's comfortable to get comfortable. It's difficult to get comfortable in your own skin, but I think you're there. I think you're there. I think you're at a place to where you're pretty comfortable. The Six of Wands, though, says that you're running into some barriers where you can't get what you need. Six of Wands is all about success. It is the Lord of Victory. And it's also with people recognizing your accomplishments. And I think you're sort of missing that a little bit. You accomplish things. You get things done. I think you're good at it. A lot of people don't give you the credit you deserve. A lot of people don't give you the stuff that you need. You're not really getting all of the factors that you need. You're still comfortable, but you could be better. You could get more stuff. You could get more things. The Seven of Pentacles, you're good at investing in your future. You're good at making the contacts that you need. So work contacts, networking, friends. You're good at getting those things done. You're good at investing in your future right now. The Seven of Pentacles, you're planting the pentacles. You're planting the stability. It doesn't mean money. It doesn't always mean money. It can. But it means a lot of times that we have the social connections that we need as well. The Ten of Swords indicates that I think that you're in for a few speed bumps in the next few months. A couple of speed bumps, a couple of things you're going to run into where you're like, wow, that is really setting me back a little bit from my goals. You're going to hit those. I don't think it's going to be a big deal. I think just prepare yourself for the speed bumps and for maybe a few challenges along the way. The Ten of Swords is like a discontinuing of something. Could be a hobby, could be a job, it could be a relationship, it could be something. Something stops and it gets cut off for there. There you go. All right. So that is your story, Morning Glory. All right, we got a Norman reading. Norman wants to know. What does Norman want to know? Is there a future between me and the Capricorn? Sunflower Tarot, thank you again. Appreciate you. Nothing says future like the Star V2, version 2. You got to plant the seeds. You do. It is seed planting weekend. If there's a good time to plant the seeds, it is this weekend. All right. Let's see what we're doing here. Is there a future between me and the Capricorn? Well, you got the devil, my friend. Normally, the devil would mean bad things. Normally. But in this case, I think it points to your Capricorn. I think it points to your Capricorn. I think you're doing good. I think there is a future because the Capricorn is right here, waving at you from a distance. Norman, the Capricorn is waving at you from a distance. They're happy to see you. They're very happy to see you. But I don't think it's a stable future. So I think it's more of an on-off relationship, something casual, something with some unexpected results. The Wheel of Fortune being right side, I would have really said, hey, this is rock solid stable. This is something you can look forward to. You can wake up and that devil's right next to you. The devil is right next to you, wishing you a good morning with the bad breath and everything else, you know. But the Wheel of Fortune said it's not really going to be like that. It's going to be an on-off relationship. It's going to be leaving, coming back. It's going to be friends with benefits, something in that nature. Because the Three of Wands and Virtue says that it's just going to be, again, a bit on-off, a little bit of the on-off situation. With the Queen of Pentacles, though, it's something that you enjoy. It's something that you can come back to, no pun intended. And it's not a bad situation. I think in the long run, you're kind of, you're kind of okay with it. You adjust. You're kind of okay with it. I think that is going to be all right. But yeah, the Devil, in your case, indicates good news. A little bit of on-off good news. Liz, what is going on? It's good to see you. All right. Lillian, career update for Lillian. Let's check it out. Career update. We got nomad trees in the queue here as well. Oops. Okay. Let's see about your career. Oh, we can do the business class tarot. Business class tarot, business class tarot is where it's at. It is literally where it's at. All right, let's see. Let's see where we're going. Get some career action. Get some career action. 2 cups of that keto coffee. That keto coffee is where it's at. That's some good stuff right there. It's almost like things are slowed down because of COVID. Things are off axis because of COVID. COVID definitely has a bit of an impact on you. Maybe good, bad, but there's definitely an impact. There's definitely something hitting as far as that's concerned. I think that you have a couple of people on your side at this place or this career. You got a couple of people that are really on your side. You got some good supporters. People that need you, people that want you there, people that are excited to see you, people that cheer you on, people that really help you along the way. The 7 says that some other people, though, sort of want to hold you back, or they're not exactly in a place where they want to get you promoted, or they don't want to get you in a better place. They want to see you, sort of doing the same things you're always doing. They don't really want you to be in a superior, better place. And I think that's where you want to be, right? The money ace, you want to be in that better position. You want to be in the superior place where you can get either a promotion, where you can get something that is going to be a little more money, maybe a little more responsibility. And I think that's sort of where you're going with that. So that is going to be one of the key factors here. But again, I think you got a couple of people cheering you on, a couple of people not cheering you on. Ultimately, I think you're in for a better spot. Either a better position, more money, more sales. You're in for something that gets a little better. And that's pointed with the money ace. Again, the money ace points to a promotion or a level up or something that's going to be better for you in the long run. And money 10 again points to that as well. So more money, the money ace. We're starting something new. We have more good stuff. We have more sales. We have more connections and things like that. And I think that's going to be where it's at. So the money ace says you have more opportunities. So you're self-employed. That means you have more social contacts. You have more things that you can do. You have expanded things. Like, for example, I am on YouTube and YouTube pays. So now I'm on Patreon and Patreon pays. So now I've expanded myself a little bit. So then you can get on other platforms, then get on Twitch, you can get on this, you can get on that. Basically, you're expanding yourself. So even though you're self-employed, you still can expand yourself and get that expansion. The money ace points to the expansion, money 10 points to the expansion, making a better place for you in the long run. The product VP, again, talks about some of the people that are on your side, some of the people that are cheering you on. I think one of them is going to really step up and help you with ideas about where to go. They're going to help you with ideas about where to focus your efforts. And that, again, is going to be that big expansion where you can be a little bit better and a little bit on the next level. So there you go. Yeah, that's right. You got on Etsy. I'm on Square. You know, it's all about expansion. It's all about expanding yourself, expanding your brand, expanding where you are at. So I think that's where we're at. All right. So let's get to Nomad's other question. Nomad, you need to get another job. All right. Nomad always has these horrible coworkers. Nomad, you're really having some rough times at work. You got somebody from your old work that's calling your new work. You got somebody gossiping about you. You got somebody else gossiping about you. Ross, thank you for hanging out with us. I appreciate you. No, I mean, Nomad, you got a rough situation. I'm just saying. Please hit like and subscribe on the video. Like and subscribe really helps me. I appreciate you. I appreciate all of you being here tonight. This morning. Tonight. You know, it's night for somebody. It's night for somebody. Somewhere it's 5 o'clock. All right. You know, Nomad, more coworker drama. I don't think they're going anywhere. I think they're not going anywhere. Eight of Cups says they're not leaving. They're going to continue on. They're not going to just magically stop gossiping about you. The Knight of Pentacles, though, says that they're going to ease it down a little bit. They're going to take it down a notch. One notch. They're going to take it down one notch and relax a little bit, which is where you need to be. Where you need to be. The Knight of Pentacles says, you know, let's relax with that. The Five of Cups says that people are sick of this person, man. They're sick of them. People know drama. They can smell drama. They're sick of it. Nobody likes drama. You come into work. You just want to get paid and go home. You don't want to stay there all night. You don't want to stay there. All you want to do is just relax and get your stuff done and go home and forget about being there. Bettina, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. At the end of the day, people just want to go home, man. The Five of Cups says they know it's a drama starter. They don't like them. They don't want to deal with it. They don't want to deal with it. So, no, they're tired of it. They don't want to deal with it. If you're thinking that they're going to gossip about you and everybody's going to be like, oh, Nomad Trees did what? I don't think so, dude. People aren't stupid. People are not stupid. And nobody wants to sit there and listen to drama starters all day. You know? So. All right. Rebecca wants to know about next love. All right. Our next love. Looking for a new love, baby. By the way, here's the cue. We're on Rebecca. We got Elena. We got Sunflower already asked that question. We got Ross and Bettina. Let's try it out with the Shadowland Tarot. She goes drinking with them. You know, people aren't stupid. People understand drama. They don't want it. Where and when will I meet the next love? Where and when will I meet this next love? Because we need some love. Looking for some new love. Paula Abdul, right? Looking for some new love and some pills. Because we're Paula Abdul. What was Paula Abdul addicted to? I remember she came out and said she was addicted to something. All right. Where and when? 7 months. I think 7 months is when it sort of cycles in. So Rebecca, I think you're looking at 7 months as far as the next big love. When I say big love, I mean the one that's notable. Doesn't mean the one that, is fun for one evening. It doesn't mean the one that we're friends with benefits and we meet them again. It doesn't mean that one. It means something significant, something good, something nice. Where you're out and about, you're out with friends, and you're in some location, and somebody just catches your eye. It's almost like you either bump into them or they know one of your friends. So they start talking to the friend, you get introduced, and I think that's sort of where. So 7 months, you're out with friends, you get introduced to someone, or you bump into someone, and it could be someone that you've met before. Again, it could be somebody that the friend knows and they introduce you to. The Ten of Wands says it goes a lot easier than you expect. It's not like quote unquote dating, to where you have this pain in the butt situation. You got to learn about them. It's very easy to glide into, and it's not going to be a problem. The Ten of Wands is the encumbrance card, where we got all of this stuff stacked on us, all these responsibilities, all this work, and it's too much. I think you just slide into this relationship, not a problem. Justice says that you need to balance out your life and the person, because I think it becomes one of those, we want to see each other all the time, but we have real lives. So we have to sort of balance out, when do you want to see them? When do you don't want to see them? Right? And get that balance in there, because without that, you're going to get into an imbalanced situation where you're missing work, or they're missing work, or whatever. The Eight of Wands says, again, it talks about being out and about. It's very important, to be out with friends, to be out and doing stuff once the COVID thing goes away, and magically in November, right? The Eight of Wands says, let's get out, let's go out, let's do things, let's keep in touch. So you want to keep in touch with friends now, so it doesn't get awkward later. So I think that's sort of where we're at with that. And again, the Five of Swords says, ultimately just work on the relationship as a relationship, rather than making it too serious. If you get too serious too fast, you're going to scare this person away. Just relax with that. All right, Elena wants to know. The New Deal. The make better, bigger, better. The make better, the bigger, make America better, make America bigger. What is it? The New Deal? The Green New Deal? Okay. Let's see about that with the bonfire. We got a new deal. We need to do it. Sonali, thank you for your subscription. I appreciate that. Whoa. Well, there's your first card. Your first card is the Page of Cups. Got a new deal. Got a green new deal. What do we need to know about it? All right. Entertainment purposes only. Never make money decisions based upon my tarot readings. It's not wise. You don't want to do that. You want to make money decisions based upon logic, reasoning, and research, and money. All right. So let's talk about your deal and see about it. Find out what is going on. The Page of Cups, the Lovers, Justice, the Fool. The tarot is definitely suggesting going forth with the deal. All right. Again, entertainment purposes only. The tarot should not be your guide to handling your money. The Lover says it's a good match. The Lover says we have a good match here between you and the deal. So we got that nice hug action. We got some panties things going on. Hugs and panties. New deal could be pretty exciting when you got that. But the Lover says that you and the deal are a good match. The Fool says that you and the deal moving forward could be wise. Could be wise indeed. So the Fool says, let's jump into this. Now the Fool says, but what's the difference between the Chariot and the Fool? I talk about this in my book. The Fool says, let's take an adventure and see what happens. Is that going to be good with money? Maybe not. When you're talking about money, when you're talking about getting your money and making a deal, you could be looking at a bad thing when you go on an exciting adventure. You don't like adventures with money. I want stability with money. It's what I want. I'll do the money trick. All right. So you want a good deal. Now, the Page of Cups being reversed indicates it's going to be a little unusual and uncomfortable at first. So if you're looking for this smooth pathway into it, I don't think it's going to be there, but it is going to be a bit uncomfortable at first. Justice says that you don't get what you need out of it. So even though the cards are suggesting going forward is an adventure and it's a good match, you don't get everything. So let's say, for example, I have $1, $2, $3, $4, $5. I want to turn this into $1,000. I want to turn this into $1,000. Okay. I think turning that into $1,000 would be great. So all I do is I snap my fingers and it turns into $100. $100, 20, 40, 60, 80, $100. Did I get that $1,000 though? Did I get the $1,000? No, but I got $100. I got some of what I wanted, but not everything that I wanted. Justice says you get some of what you wanted, but not everything. There you go. Ross ad. Ross ad wants to know. Pink Floyd, there you go. Melissa the Tarot Chick. It isn't skipped. Melissa, did you donate? Has super chatted. Melissa, what was your question? I thought I did your question. Melissa, let me know. Let me know. Melissa, what was your question? I never got a reading. I need a name in the queue. Melissa, let me know what your question was. I thought I gave you a reading. It is busy. It is busy. Sorry about that, Melissa. We'll get you. We'll get you. All right. Let's see. All right. Yeah, let me know, Melissa. What was your the deal there? What was your thing there? All right. Bobblehead, I did your question. Bobblehead, I did your question a long time ago. A general reading for the week. All right. Didn't I do that? Melissa, I thought I did that. Maybe I didn't. I will get it. We'll get it. All right. What's going on? All right, Melissa, we will get it. Bettina, you're in the queue. You're in the queue. Bettina, you're right there. You're right there, Bettina. You're right there. DYB, thank you for your donation. I appreciate it. So we'll get Ross, and then we'll go back and get Melissa up there, and then we will get DYB. Thanks, everybody, for being here. Sorry I'm a bit disorganized today. It's all good. It's all good. We'll get it fixed up. We'll get it fixed up. Doing a little out of order thing this morning. Need one more coffee. We need some of that. We need some of that coffee is what we need. We need some of that sunflower tarot coffee, you know? Sunflower Tarot, we need that keto coffee. That's going to be the key right now. That is going to be the key. All right, let's check this out and see what is going on. Yeah, usually Sunday morning's pretty slow, but we got to action-packed Sunday morning. It's like a Friday night up in here. That's what I'm talking about. We'll soon find a house to rent. 3 of Wands says you are looking. It says you are looking. 6 of Cups says yes, you will find a house. Okay, no problem, Melissa. Sorry about that. We need a little more of that coffee. We got it. The 3 of Wands says that you are indeed looking. We're looking. We're scanning. We need to find this. So I think that the more activity that you can get, the better at this point. So the more places that we can look, the more expansion we can do, the more fun that we can have, the more getting out there is going to be very beneficial for you, right? The 3 of Wands says keep looking, keep going. It's important to keep going. Don't give up. Don't relax. Keep on it. Strength says that there's a bit of challenge to find this house. It's definitely not a freebie. It's not a freebie. It's not where the door is open. Somebody comes out and says, hey, over here, I got your house right. It's going to be some work involved. It's not going to be easy. It's not going to be something where, it just sort of flows in, you ride the waves, and you magically get in. 6 of Cups is all about coming together. 2 people coming together. 2 people coming together. This is different than love. This is different than love. By the way, I have a chapter dedicated to this in my book. Get my book. I'm telling you now, if you don't have my book, you're going to be like, wait, what? When I say something, you're going to be, oh, I need to read that. I mean, the book is only going to be $5. You get it for $5. It comes in all the digital formats. It's available at the end of September. But the 6 of Cups are 2 people coming together. And I think that means that your house and you is going to be there. It's going to be there. It's going to be available for you. And I think that you do get it. It is a positive thing. The 3 of Pentacles points to a celebration. You can see it in here, a celebration, the good news, the ability to finally relax, get moved, and get excited about what we have. So I do think that you do get the house for rent. I don't think it's a problem. The big thing about it, though, is to keep looking. Don't relax. Keep going. Keep that high energy up, and that is going to be important for you. It's going to be very, very important for you. All right. Now we got Melissa. Okay. We're on Melissa. We just needed that coffee, and then we would have gotten the Melissa reading going. So I'm trying to figure out. Whoa. Melissa has a general reading. Let's get on that. Got the general, not the corporal, not the lieutenant, but the general. Oh, look at this one. We're going to get you the good one. We're going to get you the golden wheel. The golden wheel is there, is where you're at. Is where you're at. All right. Let's see about that. DYB. Not your sister. All right. We got DYB's question on the clipboard for next. All right. Doing all right here? Doing all right here. The Chariot says, take it easy. This next week, take it easy. You don't want to overextend yourself. You don't want to get a lot of activity. You don't need to get everything done in a week. The Tarot understands you got things to do. You got places to be. You got excitement to live. The Chariot reverse says, take it easy. Don't try to do everything at once. Take it easy this week. It's going to be one of those things. The sun says it's going to be a good overall week. It's not going to be like a bad week, something big, challenging coming, right? We got the Five of Cups. I think that sort of means that we have a bit of a disconnection emotionally this next week. But don't let that affect you. Don't let that push you into something. Don't let that bring you down, because you don't need that. The sun shining says that it's important to recognize that it's going to be a positive week. It's not going to be too challenging. You're not going to have a lot of things going on. The Two of Wheels says you do have a couple of choices to make. I think they're minor. I think they're minor choices dealing with money, but you're going to be able to do those okay. I don't think that's going to be like a big deal or something, significant that you sort of need to do. So it's not going to be like this big deal like the Elena had with this new deal. But yeah, you sort of need to know that it's going to be okay. The sun, the Two of Wheels, we have a couple of financial decisions. Overall, it's a good week. You're out of it emotionally. It's almost like that your moon is in a bad house, kind of feel, the moon moves so quickly, who cares? You know what I'm saying? It's more like things are pulling your emotions into a different direction. So that's going to be maybe a bit of a knocking you off course a little bit, but overall, I think it's okay. Overall, I think it's going to be all right. I think everything's going to be good. It's very positive. Rebecca, thank you for your other donation. I appreciate you. All right, Bethany. Mr. T. Man, I love Mr. T. He was great on the A team. All right. Is there a future with me and Mr. T? I certainly hope so. He was great. What was he, Baracus? What was his first name on the A team? Was it, I forgot his first name. It was something Baracus. I think I remember that. All right. We're going to see about a connection with Mr. T. Mr. T, he always had all the jewelry and stuff. I pity the fool. I pity the fool that doesn't get in a relationship with me. I actually bought the A-Team. I have the entire DVD collection, I'm just saying, when you were a kid in the 80s, the A-Team, your whole life stopped when the A-Team got on TV. I'm just saying now, like me and like 9 of my friends, we would just gather around for that. We would just gather around for that show. I mean, there was nothing that could compete with it. Seriously, on TV, nothing could compete with the A-Team in the 80s. When it came on, all the other channels would just show garbage because they knew they knew nobody was going to watch them. All right. Mr. T pities the fool. Well, the Queen of Swords says that, there's a bit of drama here. It's not going to be, it's definitely not going to be something that's super smooth with Mr. T. He pities the fool that doesn't have the drama because, Knight Rider. Oh yeah, Knight Rider. Nothing competed with Knight Rider. The same thing, man. All the other channels would just show garbage because Knight Rider, you're not watching anything else. The Queen of Swords says that it's not going to go perfectly. You're going to have some problems with Mr. T. Maybe problems with the jewelry, maybe problems with, didn't Mr. T used to knock down all the doors? I remember that on the A-Team. He would like kick a door and it would like fly open or something. He was always constantly just breaking down things. Maybe you have a problem with that. I don't know. But the Queen of Swords says that you have a problem. There's a bit of drama in the relationship. There's a bit of stuff coming in that you're not content with. So not super smooth. It's not going to be super smooth. The Four of Pentacles, though, says that you're willing to share. You're sort of hanging on to what you have in this relationship. It doesn't look like a super positive relationship almost. It looks like something that's a bit challenging. It looks like you're hanging on to what you have. You're trying to hang on to what you got. And it's almost like that that we're not big communicative. We're not big on communication. We may have some problems. We may have some challenges with Mr. T. But yeah, the Page of Wands also sort of says in the Three of Swords, this doesn't look good. Entertainment purposes only, by the way. Never make relationship decisions based upon an internet tarot reading. Don't do it. Make up your own mind. A lot of challenges here. Bettina. We have a lot of Bettina. We have a lot of challenges here. We got the Three of Swords pointing to a challenged relationship that may have an abrupt end. We have hanging on to what we have instead of sharing, instead of being sharing, instead of being open. It seems we have a closed up thing. The Queen of Swords is a very commanding and demanding type of card. It doesn't look good. It doesn't look good. So your question was, is there a future? The cards say it's going to be a challenging one for sure. So, you know, sorry to make you wait that long for that, but that's what the cards say. There's nothing but bad cards here. I wish there were some beautiful cards. I wish they had the Lovers, the Ten of Pentacles, the Ten of Cups. I want, you know, the Two of Cups. I want something beautiful here, but I don't see it. So it just looks, it looks challenging. It looks challenging, but you know, it's a tarot reading on the internet. You know, it's a tarot reading on the internet. You gotta take it for what it is. Don't take it too seriously. All right. We'll start receiving grant checks the first or second week of August. We have a grant check throwdown. We have a grant check throwdown. On the left, is the first week of August. On the right is the second week of August. The grant check throwdown is live. It's going to be the second week. It's going to be the second week. Come on. Let's skip to the second week. I mean, come on. We got the Ace of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles says that we have incoming money. We have money opportunity. We have good stuff coming. The second week is going to be exciting for you. I think the second week is your week. And then we have Truce. It comes into a situation where you get the good news on the second week. I think you do get news on the first week, but it's a difficult news to where it's hard to handle and it's difficult, basically. It's not emotionally satisfying. The second week is where it's at. The grant checks will come the second week of August. Grant check throwdown. Rebecca. What does my brother think of me? Do the dragon. Second week. I need sound effects in the stream. I'm going to make some sound effects in the stream from now on. We're going to have sound effects. When we have a throwdown, what should it be like the boxing bell? Should that be the throwdown? Ding, 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 ding. What do you think? We need some boxing ring sound effects in the channel. All right. What does a brother think of me? Good and bad. Good and bad. Ace of Swords says they have problems communicating with you. You're not on the same page. You're not on the same page. You don't have the same either values. You don't have the same ideas. There is a separation here. Between that, the Ace of Swords, it's almost like they don't want to talk to you. They don't want to have a lot of interaction with you because you're not on the same page. The world again says that we don't have the deep communication, we don't have the valuable communication that we need. So, I mean, yeah, there's problems with this communication. The Six of Pentacles says that they will talk to you, but it's not this open, brotherly thing where they want you to have the best and things like that. We have a bit of a different type of formality within this relationship. Judgment says the relationship is transforming, though. So you do have some more opportunities, some better things in the future coming. But yeah, for now, you seem to be on a different page. You seem to be on a different page. All right, DYB had one final question, then we're coming back tonight. We're coming back tonight. Don't worry, we'll be back. We'll be back. All right, which week of the month? We have one more throwdown. We got a 4-week throwdown. We'll do one card each. First week, second week, third week, and fourth week. We're making a deposit on a house. What's going to be the best option? This one? No. This one maybe. This one maybe. This one definitely. Why are we going with the first week of August? That says that is all about being in the castle or being in a fortress. It talks about home. This one talks about having fun, getting out, getting moving, but getting moving in a fun way with a partner. So we're getting moving in a fun way with a partner. I think that relates more to the second week of reaction than it does with the first week of activity. Now we have big action here, a lot of movement, a lot of activity. But again, I think it's focused on the beginning of the activity, which is first week. The first week is your answer. The second week, we start planning. We start getting the excitement. We start doing some fun things. We have more of a celebration. We're gathering up people. We're getting them together. We're getting things started. The real action, though, when we're really taking action, when we're really starting up and cranking up the excitement, gets on the third week. But again, I think it's because of that first week. The first week is your answer. That is where you put down the deposit, and then you start getting planned, and then you start celebrating, and you get in motion. So the first week is your answer. Thank you, everybody, for being here. We will see you next time.